What is up guys, Dave here, and I'm very excited for this video today because if you clicked on this video, you're an online coach making anywhere between 10 to 20K a month and you want to scale to 40, 50K a month. Well, this video, I'm going to be giving my client Albert, who is currently at that 20K mark, a full breakdown on why he's stuck at 20K and exactly the action steps that we need to take to get him to 50K. And we're going to be covering the back end as well as the front end. And this video is a very special video to me because my client Albert, he texted me 3 months ago and he had zero social media presence whatsoever. And last month he finished at 20K. Correct, Albert?
Yeah.
Which is completely insane. He had zero knowledge on how to edit videos, how to post videos, what a good video was. And now he's getting piffs. Like just today, he just got a 2.4K piff. So now let's fucking dive into it and let's understand why this guy stuck at 20K and how to get him to 50. 20K month to 50K month coaching offer. So just so everyone has the correct context about what we're gonna dive into in this video and exactly what we're gonna fix, why don't you give me a breakdown of exactly what your current offer is and the price point.
All right. Right now it's online fitness coaching, as you know, and it's 1.7K for 6 months and 3K for a year, and it's 350 monthly if they take it monthly.
3 month, 1.7K 3 month, 3K 6 month, and you said 5K for the year?
Yeah.
5K for 1 year and 350
each month
monthly. Okay, 350 monthly. Okay, so right off the bat, Albert, what I'm going to tell you to do is actually just fuck this offer. Cut out the monthly.
Right.
Cut out the monthly, no more monthly. Only focus on getting piffs and giving your one-on-one time to the people that are actually committed enough to give you at least 1.7K up front to work with you for 3 months. The 350 monthly though, we're not just going to cut it out, guys. What we're going to do is we're going to replace it. We're going to replace it with some back-end offers that justify that price point, but allow Albert to be completely detached. So him as a business owner, he can literally just focus his newfound time on fixing bottlenecks, okay? Because when you're a business owner, guys, when you're a business owner, what you want to understand is you don't want to be spending your days fulfilling for clients. Then at that point, you're just a very well-paid employee. That's not the point of having a fucking business. The point of having a fucking business is, yes, having impact, but at the same time, while you have that impact, having time for yourself. Because you have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You have a dog.
Yeah.
You're prepping for an Ironman.
Yeah.
So you need fucking time, bro.
Yes,
you need fucking time. And outside of that, outside of your personal life, you need time to fix the bottlenecks in the business, to identify what is keeping you from that 50K month and take action to solve it effective immediately. And that's why we're doing this video today. So you guys can get an inside view of exactly how it is we're gonna solve that problem for Albert. So right now, just to continue on this, the 350 monthly, how I would shift it, guys, is just so Albert has more time and he can focus on the things that are really moving the needle. Very simple. We're gonna implement a downsell, okay? Downsell, but in this downsell, it can be a couple things. It can be a couple things for the downsell. So what I have in mind for Albert and where the coaching space is shifting in 2026 is custom apps. Custom apps slash SaaS, softwares as a service. Custom apps slash SaaS, softwares as a service. So in the downsell, he's gonna include not only the custom apps, but also educational modules, okay? When you did my educational modules, in module 2, there was a market research portion. You saw that there were the 15 to 30 steps that it took for your ICP to go from point A to point B, correct?
Yeah.
So the educational modules, they're directly based on point A, point B, the 15 steps. Each step is a module. So for example, module 1, mindset. For module 1 mindset, not only are you going to educate them on the proper mindset that it takes to get in shape, but you're going to show them how to implement that in their lifestyle. So educate, implement, and then you're going to review. You're going to show them this is what it should look like. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So in this way, when someone watches your modules, not only are they getting the education, but they're also, okay, this is how I'm going to do it, and then this is what it should look like. So instead of asking you questions, because they're only paying you $350 a month, instead of asking you questions, they watch the modules and all their questions are asked on their modules. Not only are you going to base it on the roadmap from our onboarding modules, but you're also going to base it on common questions, okay? Common questions, common cues. Common cues in the check-ins. In your check-in calls, you have a Fathom recording of every transcript, of every call, correct?
Yeah.
You take the transcript, you do a Google Doc, a master Google Doc of every client, not only your check-in calls, but your sales calls as well. Master transcript. You have one document where it's called sales calls. You have one document where you paste all your check-in transcripts, and then you can upload that into the AI that you're going to ideate these modules with the module 1 documents that we gave you, module 2 documents that we gave you, and you're going to have your modules. As simple as that. As simple as that, okay? So for these modules, this is where I would charge them anything under 1.7K. So if they only have 500 to invest, give them the modules. And the trick here is to make the modules so fucking good that it's like as if they had a coach, just missing the accountability part. Okay?
Yeah, perfect.
And when I say custom app and SaaS, custom app and SaaS can solve many, many problems. So for example, for your ICP is the entrepreneur, the founder that wants to get in shape, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that entrepreneur, that founder, now you got to think to yourself, how can I make their life easier? How can I give them a tool that they're going to use in their day-to-day life?
Fitness programs, of course.
But in the day-to-day life of an entrepreneur, because we're entrepreneurs, sometimes we got to eat out because we're on the go, we're on the move. You know, sometimes we have no fucking choice. We're going to eat out. And not everybody's going to have the discipline of a bodybuilder, especially in your ICP, to fucking eat chicken rice in the cold in their truck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I would do is really think about like how to facilitate their life. So then it becomes a no-brainer for them to say, okay, what if I pay this guy in full and what would I get? What would be the outcome if I pay this guy in full? So an example I would do is eating out guide, Uber Eats guide, tailored to their goals. Okay, so like custom on the inputs that they put, 40 years old, 30% body fat, wants to lose weight, 210 pounds, wants to go to 180 pounds. Here are the best options around you to make your life easier.
Yeah, sounds good. Like an ebook or
an app
or more
an app,
a SaaS type.
Yeah, a SaaS type, 100%. A SaaS type where they enter their information and they get access to it. They enter their information and then it gives them the options.
Perfect.
When they're stuck, you know, what to take at McDonald's, what to take at Uber Eats, you know, like how to, because, you know, there's many options around in Montreal without getting too much into the details, but going to Poulet Rouge, you can save just 2,000 calories by not taking like certain sauces, you know? So like having that information in there for them who want to lose weight or want to gain muscle will make it a lot like easier for them to go through their day-to-day. And like I said, it's all in the goal of, holy shit, this is so complete. What if I pay for this guy's help? Because your help is better. Yeah. Having accountability is better because as everyone should know watching this, accountability is key. Implementation is key. If you have all the knowledge in the world but you can't implement, that's why you're still fucking poor. And that's why your clients are still fat or they're still skinny because they have all the knowledge in the world, they just cannot fucking implement. But the trick here is that since they paid, I don't know, 300, 500, 600 to have access to this SaaS, they're going to implement. More often than not, they're going to implement because now they have now they have some skin in the game. So that's the trick. Is it clear now? Because now I want to dive in. I know we rushed into like the downsell, etc. Now I want to dive in what your current offer structure looks like. Because this is basically there are like 4 tiers of a good info offer / coaching offer that is really profitable, that maximizes all the low-hanging fruits and all the income and cash collected for each client. What I just showed you is tier 2. This is the module downsell, okay? Tier 3 is, and again, all these tiers are optional, guys. Tier 3 is group, tier 4 is one-on-one, and tier 1 is lead magnets. So we just covered the module 1 downsell. So if we go into your tier 3 or your tier 4, are you doing any group coaching calls?
Yeah, I'm doing them bi-monthly. Group class on training, nutrition, mindset.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And in these offers, is this all for like tier 4? You know, if someone pays you 3K for 6 months, you give them all the tiers?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. I see. Well, the group becomes another downsell as well.
Right.
So for example, if this is 0 to 1K, anything above 1K to 3K becomes group. 3K plus becomes one-on-one.
And this is for each on the 3 months, 6 months, and a year?
No,
Or just for the year?
So for example, what I mean by this, very good question. What I mean by this is on the 6 month, you should start aiming for 6 months, bro. Sell the 6 months, sell the 6 months. Honestly, like this, I would also take this out. I would only aim for 3K or 5K for the year. So the group will allow them to have access to your group accountability for 6 months. And then this basically, we know it's either 6 month or 12 month. But the group will allow them to still join.
All right.
And they also get access to the modules / SaaSes. So they're able to hold themselves accountable with the group calls. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. And for tier 1 lead magnet, you're already doing this.
Yeah.
You're already doing this. I think your lead magnet is the exact reason why last month you finished at 20K, correct?
Yeah.
All those
basically,
fucking leads.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So now the main issue is this. This is the main issue in your back end. You don't have this implemented and you're too like wishy-washy with these offers, which is normal at your stage. But in order to actually scale, this is what must be implemented effective immediately. And the modules, they're going to take you like 2 weeks to do, max.
Yeah.
Okay? Good quality modules. And since we're in Texas together, do some modules here, if not all of the modules here.
Yeah.
You know, you can do a bunch. Group calls. For your group calls, like what are you actually like talking about in these group calls? Tell me.
It's basically like diet tips and tricks, mindset tips and tricks, training.
You know what I would include since you're a founder? I would 100% include
Business training?
not business training, but combining like the mindset of a founder. Talking about how fitness is the foundation of everything. As people who are in shape, we know this. And if you're watching this video, you're probably in shape. If you're not in shape, get in shape, motherfucker. But fitness is the foundation of everything. But your clients, they don't know this. So if you tie into how fitness is the foundation of everything, including business, and how you can show them how to get better results by transferring that confidence into their business life. You know, if they're closing deals, if they have client relations, just how to navigate life better as someone who's in shape, how that affects your life.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know, relationships, everything, bro, everything. Relationship, not only with like their significant other, but with other people in their life, with their family members, with their people at work, you know, and show them how to be a leader within their business.
Yeah, perfect.
And this will add so much plus value in your program because nobody is doing this. People are just like showing, oh, you're busy, like especially in this niche. People are, oh, you're a busy guy, you're an entrepreneur. Okay, well, all you need to do is get in shape. You need to train 3 times a week, you know, 45 minutes. It doesn't have to be. Who gives a shit? That information is so widely available. And that's why all you fitness coaches out there, you're becoming fucking commodities. That's why you're competing on price. But when you start thinking of shit like this to add within your offer ecosystems, that's when you outpace the competition. You outpace the fucking competition just like Albert's gonna do. So in addition to the diet tips and tricks, of course, this is the basic stuff. Obviously, I would scratch this out. You know, fuck the diet tips and tricks. Talk about identity. Talk about identity of a founder who's in shape. Not mindset of a founder, identity of a founder who's in shape. Not training as well, because this should be covered in your modules. And in these group calls as well, what you're gonna start doing is you're gonna start doing an intake form, okay? Asking them questions like struggle points, wins, like main things, like you wanna ask them like, is there anything you wanted to touch upon, et cetera, et cetera. And with that form, what it's gonna accomplish is basically allow you to have your subjects ready in advance. Yeah. So if you see that a lot of people are struggling with just staying consistent, you don't wanna talk about just be consistent. You wanna link that to other areas in their life and bring them analogies and show them how you are consistent as fuck. Talk about how you get up at 2:45 a.m. every day. to fucking train for Ironman, to work on your business, to be a hard motherfucker. And talk about how it's possible and why you made that shift in your life and what results were looking like before in your life and what your results look like now as a founder because you started being consistent. Does that make sense?
Yeah, a lot, man.
Okay, we could dive into this for fucking hours, but I think you get the point. I think Albert gets the point of that for the intake form. Other than that, your tier 4 one-on-one. Your tier 4 one-on-one, tell me, like, how is this structured?
One question,
Yeah.
real quick. For the group tier, are they also getting their own fitness plan and meal plan, or
You should.
or just the module?
You should give them a fitness and meal plan as well.
All right.
You should give them fitness and meal plan as well. Because the way we're shifting, and we're going to talk about the front end after, is we want people, and this is what happened in your last PIF. The last person who paid it in full told him, like, honestly, I went with you because I really like who you are in your videos. So we're going to cover that in the front end. But what you guys got to understand is people buy people, right? So we want people to pay for that one-on-one access with you and to make you more exclusive. Because you're going to scale fast, man. You're going to scale fast. So if we don't implement this now, you're going to be drowning in fucking calls. Do you want to do 30 calls a week?
No.
Yeah, me neither, bro. Fuck that. Fuck that. Even though I love helping people, there's way more efficient ways to get people the same results than just doing 30 one-on-one calls a week, repeating yourself, asking the same questions all the time. Are you okay? Okay, why didn't you do your cardio this week? No. Your clients don't need that, and you don't need that either, guys. Now for your tier 4 offer, the one-on-one 3K, break down how you're currently doing it.
All right. They're getting a form Friday to fill out, and their check-in is Sunday, weekly check-in call, one-on-one.
And do you find yourself repeating yourself often in these weekly check-in calls, or do you find yourself kind of like not really, nothing's really advancing in these calls?
Yeah.
Just like, oh, how is it? Okay, babe, keep going.
Mostly it's diet tips and tricks, recipes, and that's about it, man.
Well, that should be all in the modules, man. For these weekly check-in calls, you should do monthly check-in call. And in between the check-in calls, you do intake form every Friday, but after the intake form, you give them Loom of check-in, excuse my handwriting, guys, and of adjustments as well. Like any adjustments you do, explain to them the adjustments you're making, and make sure that your check-in form, the intake form, is impeccable. Like, ask them what their struggle point is. And if they have a struggle point that you cover in the modules, tell them in the check-in form, tell them in the Loom video, go watch this module. It's gonna help you overcome this problem. Or join next week's group call because I'm gonna be talking about this specific problem and how I solved it in my life. Does that make sense?
Yeah, a lot, man. Just to be clear, it's weekly check-in form, a group call bi-monthly, and check-in call monthly.
Yeah.
That's right?
Check-in call monthly, because as someone, I have a fitness coach. I don't want to talk to my coach every week. I don't give a fuck how he's doing. I do. I love you, Nito. But I don't give a fuck about how I'm doing and shit. Me as an athlete, tell me what to do. Tell me what to inject. Tell me what to eat. Tell me how to train. That's it, guys. That's it. It's as simple as that. I'd much rather like a voice note midweek or a text midweek. Yo, how's everything going? And I tell him if there's anything like, oh, specific changes. I'm traveling to Austin next week. There's going to be some this. But as an athlete who pays in full, I'm a client who pays in full. Okay? As a client who pays in full, I don't need that monthly. I don't need that weekly fucking call. I don't need that hand holding. Especially as a business owner, as an athlete who pays in full, and as a business owner, I'm putting myself in your ICP shoes. They don't have fucking time for this, bro.
No.
They don't have fucking time for this. So much shit moves around in your life as an entrepreneur. You just need a clear roadmap on what to do for the month. And if there are any changes to be made, explain them in Loom. And if there's anything they need to do supplementary because they have the same struggle point, you tell them in the Loom, like, hey, it's been 2 weeks, you're not doing cardio. What's going on? And then if it has to be escalated, then you message them or you can call them,
Yeah.
if there's anything, right? But then this structure allows for so much more free time to give them so much more value in the one-on-ones, in the group calls, and in the modules, which will allow them to have better results. Does that make sense?
Yeah, a lot, man.
Okay. So now that we covered basically the back-end offers on what I would implement right now, let's talk about your front end, bro. And when I say front end, guys, I'm talking about the content ecosystem, okay? Because in Albert's current content ecosystem, what's happening is he's putting a lot of educational videos out in the viral format, which is getting him a lot of clients that are positioning him as a commodity and that are, you know, like comparing prices, correct?
Yeah.
Like I remember last week you told me like, oh, this person charges that. Why are you charging this? Why should I go with you?
Yeah, I get those a lot, man. It's either yes, I'm paying you, or it's too much. This other guy costs less. And
Well, fuck that shit. If people in my sales calls tell me that shit, I just tell them go with the other guy. Go with the fucking other guy. I don't care. I don't want to work with these people, bro. What the fuck? They're comparing me to other people. No. I will not allow that. That is my standard. I will not allow that to happen to myself on a sales call where a guy will tell me. For me, it just signals one thing. He did not watch enough of my content to understand that I am the solution to his specific problem, or that I may not be. But the fact that he's on a sales call comparing price just means that they don't have an understanding of the real value you can offer them by implementing all of this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So how to fix that? How to stop getting fucking compared like you're a fucking commodity, like you're a fucking pair of glasses, like, oh, the Ray-Bans are cheaper than the Gucci glasses, let me get the Ray-Bans that look the same. You guys are selling yourselves. I truly and fundamentally believe that each human being is uniquely different. Everyone has their own story. Everyone has their own starting point in life. Everyone has their own, journey that got them from point A to point B. That's what we want to package more of in your current content ecosystem. So just to give you a refresher of the content that you need to start posting. So first of all, brother, let's start with authority, okay? Authority content is, for example, showing yourself in your natural habitat. Showing the flow state, let's call it. Tell me, brother, when are you in the flow state?
When I'm working in the gym, and when I'm training for Ironman a lot, and working.
Okay.
Basically.
So do you not believe that showing yourself, filming a talking head outside on the balcony over there with the nice background, with your camera, and then explaining certain things, explaining certain belief shifting moments that happen in your life, and adding those clips of you in the flow state, showing yourself in the authority, showing yourself from an authority position because you get shit done, do you not think that would attract more ICP?
Yeah, of course, man.
Showing you working on the business, showing you preparing for the Ironman, showing you training hard in the gym.
Yeah, of course.
And especially when you're explaining things to them and the images you're showing, the imagery you're showing is congruent with what you're saying. Does that make sense?
Yeah. A lot.
Okay. That's what I want you to start implementing for authority. Another piece of authority content that I like to do is I like to show my specific check-in calls with people. And this works very well, especially if you have like moments where you belief shift your clients, where they're struggling with something or they're on a low point and you bring them back to a high point. There's no better authority than showcasing that specifically, okay? And next, credibility. So for credibility is always leading with results. Leading with results. And leading with results, you gotta understand fundamentally, like, people don't give a shit that your client lost 50 pounds.
Yeah.
People don't give a fuck. When I'm talking about leading with results, I'm talking about, yes, mentioning that he lost 50 pounds, but framing it in a different way. My client, Mike. So for example, my client, Mike, he came to me, he was 250 pounds. He got back to his high school weight, and look at him today. He's proud of what he sees in the mirror. He can wear his old pair of pants that he told me he wanted to put on when we started working together from back in high school. His wife is giving him blowjobs again, Jokes aside. You talk about that. You talk about how your client's life is different as a consequence of getting that result. Because people watching this, they don't care that you made a 20K month.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck you made a 20K month. They give a fuck though that we're in this Airbnb together, we're traveling together, we're doing a mastermind and live together, strategizing how to make you more money, and that it's possible to live a life like this where you travel, you work on your shit, you impact people and you help people. That's what they give a fuck about. That's why they're watching this video, because they want to be able to do that. No?
Yeah,
It's like,
of course, man.
what can they do with the result as a consequence of getting the result? Okay. So for personal nurture, brother. So for personal nurture, this is where you go into storytelling, deep storytelling moments. You joined the group call last Saturday.
Yeah.
So those questions that I asked in the group call and the AI prompt that I gave you to pair those questions with, if it's not done already, fucking do that, man. Yeah. Because personal nurture is not only like, oh, I was fat when I grew up and I got bullied. No. That's great to talk about for sure. But to avoid victimizing yourself 24/7 in front of the camera to get clients, you want to talk about your values as a human being, as a coach, as as a husband, as a whatever you are watching this. But in addition, you also want to talk about how you were raised, what kind of environment shaped you growing up, which led you to be where you are today. It can be positive just as much as it can be negative. All catalysts are catalysts, right? Towards change. Your belief system, bro, your belief system. Are you a religious man? What do you believe in? Do you believe in a higher power? What do you believe in? Do you believe in ultimate responsibility? What is it that speaks to you, that drives you every fucking morning, that makes you want to get up and get shit done? People want to know this because an entrepreneur, a founder that's going to hear what drives you every fucking morning to get shit done, and then they're going to see you working on the business, and then they're going to go on your page, they're going to see that, oh, you helped someone else like him lose 50 pounds. And then you talk about on that credibility asset how that person's life changed. And then they keep scrolling your account, they see an authority piece of you doing different things and how much of a complete human being they are. They're gonna buy in, bro. That's when they start buying you, Albert. That's when they start buying you. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Educational. Right now, Albert's educational content is going viral, honestly. Because educational, guys, it's one thing. It's problem to solution. That's it. Name specific problem, give him solution that is actionable within the video. But where it starts getting really crazy is when these 4 pillars of content, of short form content, they are interchangeable. They are fucking interchangeable. So you can start with a personal nurture of some storytelling about how you were raised, and then you can show a credibility asset in the within the same video, and authority asset as well within the same video of your own transformation. And then after, you finish the video with authority clips of what your life looks like now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's all interchangeable. It's all interchangeable. It's not just, let's do an educational video. No, you want to be able to hit all 4 pillars, or at least 2 pillars per video. That's where it starts getting crazy, okay? So this is the formula for your short form content, brother. And for YouTube, for long form, very easy. Long form is when you go into the more of the scientific breakdowns. Long form is where people give a fuck, okay, of what you're telling them. Short form, less. Short form, you gotta hit them with the quick dopamine hits, with the identity shift. He felt like this, da-da-da-da-da. Long form, you're gonna do that as well, but you're gonna focus a lot more on your unique mechanism. Your unique mechanism that allows you to solve problems for your ICP. Step-by-step process. So this can be showcased in case studies. This can also be showcased in educational content. This can also be showcased in your day-to-day life. Come with me as I show you how I prep for an Ironman, 6 hours of training a day, working on my business at the same time, responding to client check-ins, doing client calls, etc., etc.
How many of these should I do a week, and how many of those should I do a week?
So long form
to long form versus short form.
Long form, you want to do 4x a month minimum, okay? 4x a month minimum. And short form, you want to do 7x a week minimum.
Yeah.
If, for example, if you were watching this right now, you suck at content, start with 3 times a week, 3 quality pieces of content a week. When you get the quality down, and quality is not the fucking camera you're using, quality is where you are, your setting, and the context of the video, and what you're saying in the video. So if you can nail down 3 pieces of quality content a week minimum, where you're saying the right shit and you're in the right place, and you can do it consistently and it's easy, bump up to 7. When you're at 7, then start having fun with more, bro, more. So 7 a week minimum. Right now you already have that 7 a week posting cadence, but It's very, very easy to do more, especially with where the meta is going right now, guys. The meta is fucking FaceTime video, Facecam, where green screen reaction videos. There's so many options right now, and the barrier to entry is so low to make good content that anybody who is a fucking monkey could just pick up their iPhone and start posting content. I hate it when I hear, oh, I don't have time to post content. Bro, it takes 2 seconds to fucking react to a video. It takes 2 seconds to fucking give your opinion on something. It takes 2 seconds to speak your mind. It's not that you don't know how, it's that you're a pussy and you don't want to. I said what I said. Something else that we need to optimize are paid ads, okay? Very simple. How we're gonna structure your paid ads is we're gonna run a profile visit funnel. A profile visit funnel, it works very well when you have this short form content ecosystem on your profile plus the long form link, like your best case study in your YouTube video, in your description of your profile. The profile funnel visit works wonders when you have that implemented. And then you also have story sequences on point in your story highlights, showcasing the results that you bring. This is what we're gonna put the majority of the budget on. This is gonna take 75% of the ad spend, okay? Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do retargeting. We're gonna do retargeting into lead form to collect phone numbers. And the trick here is the 25% budget, right? But the trick here is retargeting onto people that have engaged for the last 365 days. So 365 engagers are retargeted with your retargeting ads. For example, on lead forms, what's really annoying is that people have fucking fat fingers. So when they see your ad and it's like about like, oh, a food guide or fat loss tips, anyone's gonna click, you know, and it won't always be qualified people. But then if we retarget the people that are interacting and engaging with your account, and we're putting all the cold traffic into your profile funnel and getting them as followers, this setter will hit them up, first of all. Second of all, they're gonna get warmed up by the content ecosystem. And third of all, once they've been engaging, now they're retargeted onto the lead form ad that shows them the solution that shows them your solution and your unique mechanism. So the leads become a lot warmer as a consequence of running this setup for your paid ads.
How much money will I spend on each of those 20K month, for example?
I would be putting minimum like 3K, like I would do 2.8K would be a testing budget for ads. Because what some people gotta understand, and you as well, is every dollar invested in your campaign, in your campaigns, is a dollar towards more ICP. That's the trick with meta ads. A lot of people, they start ads and they're like, oh, let me put $5 a day. They turn it off after a week. You're breaking the fucking meta AI. You're not giving the meta AI enough time to learn your offer, to learn exactly what it is you're selling, exactly who it is you're trying to talk to. So if you just, you know, operate from scarcity, you're never gonna scale. You're never gonna scale. And yes, it may seem high, but that's only like 10% or 15% of what you're making. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's 100% doable. And it should be, that should be the testing budget, especially if you want to scale, bro. Especially if you want to scale. And if we want to gain a lot of leads in the profile visit funnel, especially running towards an IG profile, and then after retargeting lead form. And there's different ads we can do. You know, there's, for the profile visit funnel, there's going to be best performing posts, okay?
Views or
engagement? No, engagement, not views. Like when we did that with your lead magnet post that got a lot of engagement, it did very well.
Yeah.
Correct? So yeah, profile visit funnel with best performing posts in terms of engagement, which means comments, shares, saves, not likes, not views. The thing about Instagram in 2026 is the platform doesn't give a fuck about your likes. And you shouldn't give a fuck about your likes either. Your buyers do not live in your likes. Your buyers live in your story views. Your buyers are the people that are watching you on a daily basis. Like me personally, I'm a buyer, and the people I bought from, I don't like every single one of their video. And some of my clients that joined very recently, they don't like every single one of my video, but they're watching me on a daily basis, and just like they're watching you guys. And your retargeting ads, you run them on a DTO, basically. This is direct to offer. That's what it means. Direct to offer, DTO, where you start with problem agitation, and then present unique mechanism, and then credibility. And this can be interchangeable. You know, you can start with credibility, or you can do problem agitation. Yeah. Like, hey, you're a fat fuck. Well, these are other people that used to be fat fucks. Here's how we solve the problem. I know I'm very vulgar, guys, but I think you guys get the point. You know, word it the way you guys want to word it. To not hurt any feelings and to not get banned on meta ads. But present unique mechanism. and then after credibility, and like I said, they're interchangeable. So this is the main things to implement right now to start getting more leads and to maximize the number of cash collected that you do in a month. Does that make sense, Albert?
Yeah, a lot, man. Thank you.
All right, brother. All right. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one directly, book a call with the first link in the description. It'll be my pleasure to speak to you, and come ready with your fucking credit card to pay. Okay? It's not a strategy call. It's not a free, do we like each other session? No, it's you hop on this call because you're ready to scale your fucking business. If you're not ready to scale your fucking business, go watch my other YouTube videos, start applying what's in my YouTube videos to make more money, and then come call me when you have your credit card ready in hand so we can start fucking scaling properly. Make sense? If not, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's always a pleasure to spit game like this for you guys so you guys can start applying this and seeing results in your own life. Peace, everyone. But yeah, and you guys watching this right now, all the excuses like, oh, I'm scared of posting content. I'm scared of what people were gonna think about me. This guy, he's a stutterer. He's a stutterer. He stutters. He stutters and he's making 20K months. If that is not proof that anyone can fucking do it, anyone with willpower, anyone with a brain and willpower, I don't know what is, man. Because this guy sitting right next to me, I'm so fucking proud of him. Because you guys don't understand, like, I don't normally, like, I want to do this more and more often where I bring clients with me to trips, my brother and I to trips, but this is the first guy that we brought because it's just unreal. It's just unreal because you look at the profile and you're like, you look at his profile when he started and you're like, I always knew he was going to gain success. But from someone to go from 0 to where he is today, and it's completely fucking insane. He like, tell them, you used to be scared of ordering pizza on the phone.
Yeah, till like 12 years old, I never speak on the phone to anybody. So just film your goddamn content. You have no fucking excuses, man.
He said it, man. He fucking said it. And he was telling me the other day as well that, like, at school when he was doing presentations in front of the class, the teachers allowed him to film the presentations at home, to edit the stuttering out, and then to show it in the class after.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Crazy. And now he's fucking making 20K a month posting content.
Every goddamn day, man.
He's closing deals while stuttering. He just got a piff today, stuttering on the closing call. No excuses, man. No fucking excuses. He said it, man. All right. Peace, everyone.